An interesting job in an MNC, a salary that we all can be jealous of. Sounds interesting and appealing to let go of, isn't it? What more do you expect to live a decent and happy life? But here is a man to whom all this sounded dull and uninteresting. He wanted to listen to his heart completely to pursue a career based on his passion. Welcome to this episode of The Good Fight. I'm Ajay Joseph. In our last episode, we spoke about an Air Force officer who urged the youth to join the forces and help the nation prosper. In this episode, we will talk about a bright youngster who decided to give up his well-paying and handsome job to pursue a career of his interest. Meet Srijith MG, a choreographer and a founder of Euphorigo Dance and Fitness.
I worked in MNC company. It was 4 years I worked there. So from there, I used to work dance classes also. I used to take dance classes. Then I realized that this is not my main things to do it. So I wanted to get into full-time into dancing because that makes me more happy. So what I done it is I left the MNC company and decided to completely focus into dancing.
It would be really hard for anyone to relinquish a job that anyone else hankers after in order to make money. But Srijith had different plans. It didn't matter for him that there was no money on offer. But for him, his passion mattered and not money. That is when he started his school for dance for underprivileged and specially abled kids. By the way, it wasn't easy for him as 10 years ago, he says that there was no buyers for things like dance schools. But fortunately, he had parents who threw their weight behind him.
And my parents are very supportive. Because during that time, before 10 years, there was people not used to support dance into full time. It was struggling for me, so that time my parents were very supportive. So because of that, I could come up to this much and I achieved it.
Blessed indeed to have parents like him. And coming to his style of teaching dance moves to kids, Srijith carefully puts in his efforts to understand the capabilities of kids and then takes a call on how to nurture their talents.
So what I do is, when I start teaching them, the kids and all the age groups, so what I see them, what is their talent, what they're good at dancing, what style they're good at. So we do start with the freestyle dancing for them. So what they learn is, we see them, how are they capable of doing it, how they grasp the moment, how they understand the rhythm, how they understand the beat, everything. So from that we start training them, and we'll try to understand basically the kids, all age group, how they exactly pick up the moves and everything.
Dance is something that Srijith loves to do. We told you about how he left his job. Right from the young age, he started taking dance classes, even if that meant he had to change places.
I started learning when I was in the school. I used to go when I used to get time, and when I used to during that time, it was difficult to go for the dance classes for us during that time, for 15-20 years back. So I started learning when I was in Chennai. Then from there I came to Bangalore. Then I started learning some of the dance courses I did, hip-hop, Bollywood freestyle. So from that I started learning, and we started doing our own choreography, and we started getting knowledge about it, and we started training everyone.
Today, Srijith is indeed a dance guru. Be it any form of dance, he is an ace, teaching the nuances of the art to his students in a sophisticated manner. As Srijith has grown as a dancer and molds the career of his students, he also has a piece of advice. Listen in.
I want and tell them that if you really love dancing, if you really enjoy music, so whatever you like doing it, please do that. Do not think about anything about it. Education is very important. Apart that, what you really enjoy in your life, you should do that. Do not give up.
Well, rare to find such youngsters. That's all we have on this episode of The Good Fight. Do keep yourself logged on to MyNation.com for more news and updates. Until we find our next inspiration, keep up the good fight.